This is Ben from Testive, and we're looking at an SAT algebra word problem. This scenario tells us Town X had 637 acres of public green space in 2014. And then in 2015, every year they'll create 9 new acres of green space. And we need to answer which of the following expressions represents how many acres of green space Town X will have by the end of year N. Okay, this is an interesting problem because we need to think about what N really represents. N represents a year. So it doesn't represent a number of years, it represents a year. So we can think that our answer is probably going to be in the thousands, higher than 2014 or 2015, because time is moving forward. So let's think about the expression that represents the growth of green space. Well, the total acres is going to be represented by 637, because that's what the town starts with, plus 9 times the number of years, because 9 times however many years are passing. So let's call that y. Okay, this looks a lot like one of our answers here, 637 plus 9n. But remember, n is going to be a year. That's why I gave a different variable here. So this would tell us a number of acres. 637 plus 9y is going to equal a number of acres. So we're not actually able to choose this as our final answer choice. Similarly, we can rule out 9n because it doesn't take into account the 637. So now we need to determine whether it's one of these two answer choices that we have left. So we've made things a lot easier on ourselves. Well, the only difference between these answer choices is that one subtracts 2014 and one subtracts 2015. So let's think about what's happening here. What does n minus 2014 or n minus 2015 equal? Well, we can see that that matches up with y here, that it's going to be 637 plus 9 times n minus something. Why is it n minus something? Well, let's think about this. If it were, say, the year 2030, well, we would want to do 2030 minus, so we're saying that y equals n minus something. So if n were 2030, that would be the ending year minus the starting year, which would be 2014. That's the year we started in. So that's really the only thing we need to know to answer this problem. But the reason that we substitute this in is this shows how many years passed. 2030 minus 2014, for example, could replace y. So this one up here is our final answer.